Hello everyone and welcome to this week's Art Weekly, my art week, my experiments with acrylic and other mediums. I'm showing you the lovely clean end of the studio, and in particular I wanted to talk about this painting because a couple of weeks ago now I had a message from a viewer who said that she was very disappointed having put her work into exhibition. It didn't sell. She was my style, semi-abstract, and other traditional work did sell. And should she now start painting in a more traditional way? And my response was, to be authentic, I think you have to ask yourself, what do you want to paint? Paint what you want to paint. I think that's the only way forward. If you want to be authentic, I have huge respect for people that paint more traditionally, paint in all genres. This painting went to the exhibition in June and I was so confident that it would go because I like it so much, and it didn't. So it's just the way the cookie crumbles. I've got another opportunity to put it in exhibition, and so I've looked at it because of the recent joy of painting grids and checkers. I decided to put in a tabletop, to put a tablecloth on, to put some checks on. So I've tweaked it a bit and we'll see how it goes. So don't stop, just keep going, because there is so much for me now. I know there is so much to explore, to discover, to expand, to keep evolving. You just have to know what floats your boat. This week I'm going to, it's been in my mind, I've got a little still life set up. So rather than painting from my imagination, I'm going to have a go at painting a still life that I've got down in the dining room. I'm contemplating bringing the items up here, or when Craig's not home, carefully covering the dining room table and painting in situ. So we'll see how that goes. I'll do some preliminary sketching first and then get cracking with the paints. Okay. The tabletop from last week is down in the house, but I've just put down I think it's a better attempt. Yeah, I'm really enjoying something about the checks. I've just stood here thinking, oh, I could collage and cut out and have a a row of teacups up there. I might yet have to do that just for fun. I'm not going to bore you with this, but I'll show you when I've got to the end. This is better than that, the second attempt, but I'll keep going with that now. And why I love having so many things ongoing. I got sidetracked, so I got a little bit more down here. I've got a little bit more going on here. I put more in here. I've even been dabbling around up there and just pushing in excess paint to work on in here. I think the joy of acrylic is that you can layer. I love the fact that it lends itself so fantastically well to just building up your layers, building up your colours. This gets richer and richer with every extra bit of paint that I put down. And then if you lose things, you can just put them back in very simply with the acrylics. I do like it as a medium. Right, so I will now go back down, take some photographs and just sketch out what might be a good still life. So I've got a green watercolour pencil and I'm going to, where am I going to start? If I start right at the top, this is just very rough, there's something poking through there. Stems, what's coming there? There's a sense of it kind of an overall kind of U shape. It's got that shape. This might be bigger, so proportionally it's a bit off, but I'm not worrying. Not perfect. Okay, that will do as a starter. So I'll take the photographs, take this to the cabin. Cad yellow deep. I'll blow. I took the water down. Okay, I'll go as much as I can without water. So that's another trip down to the house, which is so I'm just going to loosely try. So where are we? I'm looking up there, which is crazy. I'm going to pin I'll add some white and just these flowers look a little bit like scabious. I might not have that right. I'll have to look it up. Cornflower, is that what I want to say? It's more spiky than this, but that I can do that later on. I'm just enjoying the first layer. Sometimes my phone will pop up with messages from Peggy. Hi Peggy. Peggy, this just made me so happy. She said she's found her style. It's like finding yourself. So that was my reply, you found you. It's so nice, it makes me really happy. So already I've come away from the drawing. Let's go with the Azo Light, which is much more the actual colour. We are hoping tomorrow to visit Chartwell, which is another National Trust house not too far from us that we visited. It's the home of Winston Churchill, and gosh, it was so long ago since we visited so many of these places, and Craig thinks it was even pre-children, so we're talking 30 years ago. So stepping away from it, I'm just thinking I want it to have a bit of balance. My feeling is I want something up there. This paint that I've got left, I'm going to just push that onto the jug. And you know that most of that will get covered over, but the yellow is there nonetheless. I might. The excess. I'll go and wash my brushes, let that first bit dry, and enjoy the beginning, a nice beginning. There was still no water. I didn't manage to get myself out of the door. I just am so excited about something fresh again. So I've ploughed on and on. But now I really have got to let that dry, go down and get some water. It's really exciting. For the longest time I've just been looking at this little collection of things in my dining room, thinking, oh gosh, I don't know if I could do that. And you just have to have a go, and it's a sense of it, and it's really, really good fun, and it really is that easy to do just a quick rough drawing. And for me, the sooner that I get in the paints, the better to get it going. The other thing I think as well is, if I was sitting down there painting and looking at it, I might overthink it. So I'm not trying too much to hang in here. It's the same with everything. I just love having a bit of reference material. I find it really helpful. So round one, stage one, and I will enjoy building on that, thinking about texture and all those good things. It gives me the opportunity to keep adding in to this one. I'm going to call this painting Tapestry because it just makes me think of tapestry. I want to get more light in this centre section. I don't even know, there it is. Yeah, the light is mostly up here a bit and in here. So if I can just tune that up a little bit, I might nearly be there with that. Did I do? Yeah, I added in. There's a little bit more that's happened up there, and I'm enjoying that as well. Every now and then, I nip outside and have a look and put a few strokes down if I've got those colours on the brush. So know that no paint is then wasted. Oh, okay, I think it's time for a cup of tea. My ears are popping, I'm not quite sure why. Yeah, so cups of tea now. Craig has kindly popped that painting in a frame for me, so I like it, looking good. And this morning I came up and spent quite a bit of time with this still life, and I've done nothing else. It got quite concentrated. It's the lights and the darks in that jug. But I got hung up on it, so when I'd done for the day. So I came up just to close up the windows and lock the door, and I just had to have a little. So having said, well, I didn't do any more, but I have now. I've just tried to mess it up a bit. It's looking a bit twee. I will stop now. I couldn't resist just tweaking this up a bit. I must stop. I'm going to take it away. I have decided, I am so distracted this morning, it's ridiculous. I've started a knitting project, and well, this is my third attempt. I couldn't quite get the beginning right, and I haven't knitted for a long time. But I was in the understairs cupboard looking for something, and the bag of needles fell, and that prompted me I had some wool I wanted to do some knitting, so I started the knitting. I then found myself painting my toenails red. I never really expose my feet, I'm just trainer mad, but the sandals are out. And I've decided I'm enjoying this. I'm going to take another board similar back into the house, and I've found another little arrangement that I'd quite like to sketch up so that I've got another still life in progress. You know what I'm like, I need plenty going on. Just because I think while I'm on a roll of thinking it's easy, it's doable, I need to keep doing it. I don't know what it is when you see a collection of things. Maybe it's knowing where to start first and proportionally, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if things are a bit off. It's quite good fun actually. And you play around and make adjustments when you get to your paints. So much more to go here. But I don't want to, I feel that I'm concentrating too much in that one thing. So it will do good to start another. A lovely lady bought, Valerie, hello Valerie, bought two, not these two, but two smalls. So I've got these two sitting looking at me that I need to go and put in the web shop. I think that's a nice pair. And I've got two, I'm a bit attached to these two birds. Let me see if I can take him down. That's one of them. Maybe I'll put a birdie in. I do need to really put them in. I can't keep everything, and I do keep quite a bit, but yeah, so maybe I'll put birdie in as well. And somebody said in the comments the other day, could I get back to painting the chairs? And I will always be wanting to paint a chair. But meantime, I've got to get those the chair cards up and running. There is a series somewhere buried in the study, but I have got two little chairs as well. So I might put those on as a pair. Right, so this is what I'm looking at. A little collection on top of a tall chest of drawers. I hope this is in the right position, and I'm using a red watercolour pencil. Again, I think I'll start at the top. I think my favourite foliage is the eucalyptus. I love it. I just love those disc shapes. Oh, I've gone a bit, oh dear, I've gone very crazy big there. Would it be better to go crazy big, I'm wondering? So that's well out. So I think that's what I'm going to go with, the top here, not here. So that means that lamp is there. Okay. I used red hoping it would stand out a little bit more. But so I will go down to the house, print off and get going on that and show you hopefully next week how they're both coming along. I'm going to keep going with this still life thing. It's really good fun. Oh, my piece of advice this week: do not buy jeans that have faux pockets. It drives you nuts. I've had these jeans for the longest time and I've got to wear them, so I'm not worried if I get a bit of paint on the white jeans, because there's no pocket, which is the back pockets work but nothing on the front. I'm waffling off, I'm sidetracking. I want to go and get that printed and get started and play around. Thank you so much for watching, as usual. Have a wonderful week, everyone, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.